Alright, what's up guys, this is Dom. We're here with the ICBA Season 3, Week 7. We're getting towards the end of the season here. We're going up against Aaron, 2420. I'm sure you guys know him from the GBA D-League. This is going to be a really fun matchup. So right off the bat, I noticed in team preview that Diggersby straight up sweeps his team. Once I get Pelipper to switch in on rocks, come out and switch in on rocks again, it dies to frustration with after an agility. Oko is pretty much everything else. Things I have to be wary of is the Needle Queen with the Sugarberry potentially. Blaze can potentially have a Sugarberry too, but it's a lot less likely than Needle Queen. And so I just decided to, and also he left Mega Metagross on the bench, which I thought was pretty strange, but I did have like things like Scarf Rotom, potentially Scarf Diggersby, Darkrai naturally outspeed sped it. A bunch of my Pokemon could take a hit and hit it very hard, so I do understand the reasoning why he didn't bring Mega Metagross, but I kind of disagree with it because Mega Metagross is such a huge threat. Like even in a bad matchup, like it's gonna do some damage. But I did have Vaporeon too, which took it on decently well. But I digress. So I just decided to lead with Jirachi just to get up Stealth Rock as quickly as possible, because that's really one of the main things preventing my Diggersby sweep. So here, I go right into Jirachi. So here, I'm just going to click Psychic turn 1 just to get some nice damage on this Needle Queen. And I do have the Sugarberry, so even after a crit, I am guaranteed to take this Earth Power and be able to get up my rocks to turn after. I'm actually glad. I'm glad and not glad at the same time it didn't kill, because like obviously I want to kill the Needle Queen, but I do also want to just get a safe turn to just click Stealth Rock. And here I get my safe turn to click Stealth Rock. So as long as he doesn't defog him away with Pelipper, I don't really think he's going to have Pelipper defog on Pelipper, because he does click Stealth Rock on this turn too, meaning that he does want his Stealth Rocks up. So if he gets rid of his, he gets rid of mine as well. So I click Psychic here, and I do keep my Jirachi, even though the crit does stink a little bit, because I would have liked to keep it around for potentially the Slurpuff, to hopefully, like, even though it doesn't take a hit at +6 from 50%. So he sends in Goodra. I'm assuming this thing's gonna be Soul Best, and at this health, Jirachi is not really gonna be that useful. So I just decide to click Psychic, get some nice chip damage, and that does a lot of damage. So I'm thinking, wait, I don't think that's a Sulfest Goodra, and it looks to me like max HP, just max HP damage Goodra, and he has leftovers. So I'm thinking to myself, why does he have leftovers? I'm thinking he might have what's it called, Rest and Sleep Talk, but I'm not gonna 100% think he has Rest and Sleep Talk. So here I just decided to go into Diggersby. I force him out because Frustration kills him 100%. Even if he stays in and clicks on Modest Ice Beam, I still take it 100%. So here I just decided to click Agility, because I'm very confident this is a physically defensive Pelipper, because if he brought this team without a physically defensive Pelipper, that would be, in my opinion, pretty crazy. So here I just click Agility, because the point of this Agility is to force him to go for the Water move and not heal up on this turn. So I go right into Vaporeon, get some health back, stall out the rain a little bit, and it'll be a good time. So here I just go right into Vaporeon. I know he's clicking the Water move because he has to click the Water move at that point. So I just get a nice Water Absorb there. So here I'm just gonna click Toxic. If he wants to switch into like hard Ludicolo, that would be that's fine. Like, cause I could just protect on his potential Z move. Like, it's not gonna be the best position, but I could play around it. So he decides to click Toxic too, which definitely hurts a little bit, but overall, like I think it's overall gonna be fine in the long run, because if he switches out below 20, like with 25% damage on him, like he is right now, once I set up with Diggersby, the game's over. So here I just click Wish. I'm gonna try and stall out some rain turns. It's kind of what he's gonna do. And here he clicks Hurricane. And I was a little worried he might be offensive, but I felt like max physically defensive Pelipper was the much better bring. Like, based on the way his team was constructed too, I didn't think it was gonna be an offensive Pelipper. So here I'm just gonna click Protect just to get all my health back and stall out another turn of rain. And that damage from the Hurricane does confirm that he is bulky, and I'm assuming it's gonna be physically bulky, like, because he switched it in on the Diggersby. And he also reveals here that he's not the rain extending item. But I think it's the Rain Rock. I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry about that. So the toxic damage is actually really welling up, and he revealed 3 of his 4 moves being Hydro Pump, Hurricane, Toxic, and I'm gonna assume maybe U-turn or Roost. So right here, I'm just gonna go hard into Rotom. If he clicks Hurricane, it's gonna do nothing. If he clicks Hydro Pump versus a Vaporeon, I'm like, dude, it's a great play. You got me. Even though I probably could take it. I'm very confident Rotom would be able to take it. So it really wasn't that big of a risk. And because the poison racked up so much, he's going to now switch out with over 25% damage. So I'm in a prime position to sweep. So he goes into his Goodra. I just click Volt Switch. And because of the fact he could potentially have Vacuum Wave on Blaziken, and Diggersby with a high roll would die to a modest Ice Beam, I just decided to go into Darkrai. Knowing he's not Assault Vest, I know he's max HP based on the damage earlier. I'm very confident he's in like range of a Z Ice Beam, Sub-Zero Slammer, which is gonna be a really cool animation. Which I love the Z move animations. I think it was a pretty cool addition to Sun and Moon. But I digress. So it does like minimum like 65% from this range, so which is really cool. So this Goodra's gone. 2 down, 4 to go. So it's now 5 Pokemon versus his 4 Pokemon. But you know, I am in condition to sweep. All I need is for Diggersby just to set up an agility, and the game's over. So here he goes into Blaziken. So as you see here, I stay in. The reason why I stay in, if he Scarf and he clicks High Jump Kick, he obviously kills me, which is fine, because this is set up fodder for the Slurpuff at this point. But if I'm very confident he's not going to be the Pyappa Berry, because I would think because Diggersby is such a huge threat versus his team, he would be Shuka Berry over that, and he wouldn't really be expecting Psychic on a Darkrai. So I do have Psychic, which does OHKO this Blaziken, and if he Scarf, I die, but I have a Rotom, which is a Ghost type, and then I'll just click Thunderbolt and get a kill. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with either of those scenarios. And if I stay in, but if I switch out and he sets up like Agility or Sword Stance or something like that, that's where things can turn around. So I just decided to stay in. I click Psychic, and you know, it just straight up obliterates Blaziken. So I'm like, right here, he has to go into either just try and sweep with Ludicolo now, or like try and sweep with this Slurpuff. So here comes this Slurpuff. So I'm like, okay, this thing's probably gonna belly drum. I'm just gonna click Ice Beam here. It's gonna do enough damage to where he pops the Citrus Berry, and since he popped the Citrus Berry there, after a belly drum, he does die to Quick Attack, since I do have Pack Quick Attack for that exact rate, just in case. But he does click Sticky Webs, which I was a little bit confused about this late in the game. But now I actually need to set up 2 agilities versus the to sweep now, which actually it is relevant, but it's not like that relevant. So here I just click Ice Beam again, just get damage. Now he's in 100% range, and he reveals to be special too, also, because I thought that was weird. But maybe he wanted Flamethrower for Jirachi. That's probably the reason why he wanted Flamethrower for Jirachi. That's probably the reason why he was special. And I'm and I'm very glad Darkrai took that. And I do a calc, and there's a good chance I actually live 2 Dazzling Gleams, even though there's a roll to kill me. The plan is I'm gonna do 1 agility 100%. The reason why I'm doing 1 agility 100% is so he's forced to go into Pelipper beforehand, before going into Ludicolo, which will be his last Pokemon at that point. So if he switches into Pelipper, like, you know, that would be his overall best play, but I don't think he really, you know, want to risk that. If that makes any sense. Like, he'd lose the Unburden on Slurpuff, making it essentially useless too. So that would be his best play. But if he stays in and clicks Dazzling Gleam, trying to like deal damage, and actually if he switches out too, like he would outspeed me with the Ludicolo, because even though I wouldn't naturally outspeed it, with the Sticky Webs make it only +1 speed, I'd be forced out. Or I could just sack the Diggersby at that point too, because I really don't need it. And the Slurpuff is actually very low health too. So either way, I'm in a very it's very likely I win this game. So here I decide to click Agility. Depending on the roll, I will click Agility again. If I get 2 agilities up, I 100% win the game. There's really nothing you can do, unless like, does Ludicolo get Quick Attack? I don't think so. Or if he's like a Scarf Ludicolo with the rain, like that would just like, dude, you got me. Even though he can't sweep at this point anyway too. So I'm just gonna, and also if I only can get 1 agility up, He's forced to go into Pelipper, sack the Pelipper, and he'd only have Ludicolo left. And with the combination of my Mons and only having 5 turns of rain, well, 4 turns because, you know, the first turn he would die with Pelipper. I'm very confident Vaporeon could stall him out a little bit. It'll be, you know, just a good time. I do have a Yachi Berry on Shaman just in case, like, you know, Vaporeon dies before the rain is stalled. I can take a hit 100% from Ludicolo, deal good damage, and then I have Scarf Rotom with the rain hopefully gone. Like, I'm very confident it'll be gone. And I also have, those are my Pokemon left. Like, so I have a very, very good chance to win. So here, I'm just gonna click Agility here. I'm gonna be at +1 speed. He has his Unburden boost. Obviously, he's gonna be faster. Click Dazzling. And that roll, actually, I'm actually at half health now, but because of the 2 Stealth Rock hits, it did 64 damage. So I'm like, awesome, I can take another one. So here he clicks Dazzling again. And he does get a higher roll, but fortunately I do live, and I do get the second agility off, which is fantastic. And now I 100% win the game. There's really nothing he could do. So there was a bunch of different ways could have like killed him, but I just made the aggressive play. I don't think, because he got a lower roll the first time, I don't think there was really any roll he could have gotten to kill me. Obviously I could be wrong, but but hey, what happened. So now here, this Pelipper, even if it's fully physically defensive, it cannot take a hit from this Diggersby. So here, I'm just free to click my Frustration move. And this thing's going to go down. And all he has left is Ludicolo. I'm a +3 speed. He's a +2 speed. Unless he Scarf, like, Ludicolo, like, I think I actually outspeed Scarf Ludicolo at this point too, because I'm +3 speed. And Diggersby with base 78 speed outspeeds Ludicolo's base 70 speed, which would be awesome. Which is actually awesome. So here, I just click Frustration. And that was a really, really fun game. I had a lot of fun with this match. I actually played this at 1 in the morning, my time. So so I was actually pretty tired playing this game. So, but no, it was overall a really fun match, and I hope we play again soon. Even though his record in this league is not the best, but he's a good player. I hope you guys check him out. He's in the GBA D League. He has some exciting stuff going on, and he makes very good content. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube stuff, right? And I'll see you guys next time.